Thaddeus Monstrosity makes all of our odd cost cards cost 4 less. And in my search to find the most ridiculous card to discount, I stumbled upon Sister Svalna, which gives us a Vision of Darkness. For 3 mana, it lets us discover a shadow spell, but the Vision of Darkness never leaves our hand, and because of Thaddeus, it always costs 0 mana. So with this combo, we can play an infinite number of visions in a turn, only limited by the turn timer. Now, infinite Vision of Darkness is not exactly a win condition on its own, but that's where Queensguard comes in. It's a 2 mana 2/3 that gains +1/+1 for each spell we've played this turn. So our goal is simply to play infinite visions and then make the biggest Queensguards possible. We of course have a couple ways to copy the Queensguard, so I think theoretically we could actually play 6 of them with our Thaddeus. And we've also got Priestess Valish, which in this deck basically refreshes 10 mana crystals, which is important since Thaddeus doesn't actually discount the Queensguards.
I must protect the wild.
I foresaw this encounter.
Love a protocol. Clergy into Hero Power into Holy Nova. Okay, there's Bone Lord. This is definitely the matchup where Bone Lord can matter. This Clergy is just looking to draw a million cards this game. Definitely an early fizzle, which is kind of scary. Next turn, I might once again draw cards with Clergy.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Maybe I should have Holy Nova'd here. Would have gotten one less card, but maybe it was good. Okay, well, I've got Bone Lord Thaddeus now. This can pretty easily hit either Queensguard or Svalna. So I just need to find one of Queensguard or Svalna before playing the protocol. Guess I can Holy Nova? I don't know, seems likely I will overdraw if I play Holy Nova here. How many minions do I have in deck? Only 3. So, Creation Protocol is actually guaranteed, huh? I'm gonna overdraw here. Could have maybe just sent in my Clergy, but I think this is okay.
My hand is full.
I don't feel like I'm under so much pressure that I had to play Bone Lord this turn, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Due process is extremely annoying for my deck that is always full of cards. Or my hand that is always full of cards. Okay.
What do the cards say?
I guess I just play this. Gonna have to eat another overdraw. Four mana for that card? Are you crazy?
Time waits for no one.
Honestly, kind of a weak turn from the opponent.
My
Oh,
hand is full.
I got my Svalna. How beautiful. So there's my Thaddeus. Thaddeus is odd here. So it'll be odd again on 10.
The caress of death is not gentle.
Okay. So my creation protocol is guaranteed to hit Queensguard. So I don't really need to be worried about overdrawing unless I overdraw both Queensguards back to back, which would of course be terribly unlucky. I'm definitely taking a bit of a beating here.
My hand is full.
There's one Queensguard down. 2 out of 7 to overdraw the other one next turn if I end up with a full hand here. What does this thing do?
What do the cards
Could
say?
burn a synchronize on this maybe? To dump a card. Sure. Why not? None of this matters, I don't think. Could have maybe even burned my other synchronize here on another lasher. And then I would have guaranteed not overdrawn my last Queensguard. They haven't played Ignis, so I think it's hard to die here. Well, it's not like my Thaddeus combo kills the opponent. So playing Thaddeus into Yogg-Saron is not really great. But maybe this can pick up some Shadow Chord Distorts. Probably what I'm gonna have to go for here.
My hand is full.
Beautiful. I would like to find another one of those for Aman'Thul if possible. Alright, we are off to a great start to this turn. Cool. Now we're just spamming.
I need mana.
Probably have to stop as soon as the rope starts burning, because I have a lot of stuff I have to cast.
Tell me, Minnow, have you done as I asked?
Okay, okay, maybe could have snuck in one more Discover, but this was extremely strong. And Yogg-Saron is gone, so not sure if the Druid can deal with this. Ignis for 1 mana weapon, Poisonous, shoot the 22, Cleave. Wait, it can't have Poisonous, Cleave and shoot. I don't know, my board seems pretty hard for a Druid to deal with. Oh, does that have Yogg? Wait, am I just dead to Rake? That would be tragic. I don't really understand why Queen's Guard doesn't have Taunt. I feel like if a card has Guard in the name, it should have Taunt, right? The Rush takes care of Thaddeus, but they still need 3 damage. That card doesn't have Charge, as far as I'm aware. Nice, 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 nice. Oh man, these games are so stressful. First spell is cheap, sure. Man, I have played, this is my 4th Death Knight opponent in a row.
To all my fans, this one is for you.
I'm kind of down to keep this Bone Lord. I played against one Renathal Death Knight, but it was still Plague. And I think I would actually prefer that this one also be Plague, because my deck basically can't beat Soul Stealer. Bone Lord Thaddeus. What? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, but I respect it. Might double Holy Nova next turn.
We're going on a dangerous voyage.
Phelan.
You win.
My opponent's just having a great time over there. I think the only way I play Bone Lord next turn is if I top deck Svalna. And even then, it's kind of sketchy. Let's go ahead and start with this guy. Okay. And then I picked up a Dissonant Pop for next turn, which is great.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Pick me! Pick me!
Graveyard Shift is surprisingly annoying. Do I want to throw my Silence down to kill a couple of 1/1s? Probably not. There's Svalna. And since the other offered cards aren't Queen's Guard, I guess it's an easy Svalna. I guess it could have been Crimson Clergy, and then with Fan Club I could have drawn 2 next turn. But I think next turn is probably going to be Blackwater Behemoth. I can't escape down with the ship, even if it's not a Plague deck. Hit the 4/5, please. Thank you. So at this point, I think I would definitely rather find Valish than have to play Bone Lord. But in that case, I still need to find both Valish and Queen's Guard. Yes, discard a card. That was quite a bad prison. Coin hero power, sure. This is all looking great for me. Do I want to get Svalna online? 9 cards in hand. Could play Flesh Behemoth, but it just draws another Svalna, which isn't great. Could also play Aman'Thul, but I think it's nice to hold on to Aman'Thul for when it is actually useful. I'm gonna have to burn a Light It Burns unless I get something good, which I did. I did get something good. Don't hit Thaddeus. Oh, rip Queen's Guard. But they lost the 50-50 on board, and they didn't hit my Thaddeus, so kind of fine overall. Maybe I synchronize Patchwork here. My other plays seem kind of mediocre, to be honest. Okay. Those were reasonably good hits. But now I get prisoned. Oh. Well, I'm glad I have Aman'Thul still. Still a 4/6 instead of a 6/6. Very interesting. Looking like an easy Aman'Thul turn. So I Aman'Thul. Aman'Thul's gonna put a card in my hand. Well, let's just see what card it is. Pelagos? Pelagos could be kind of sick. Pelagos is maybe a card I should be holding on to. But I think it's fine to play it. And who knows, maybe I just hit it with the power chord synchronized next turn. They actually have a dragon in hand, huh? Pendragosa, maybe? Pretty pathetic turn from the opponent. Although, so far, this is not looking like a great turn for me either. I'll just dump the cheap card so I can vision again. Animate Dead probably makes, what, a Clergy? Could be decent here. Although I guess drawing a card is maybe not great with this hand. Oh, that also is an option. Alright, I guess I'll make my guy an 8/8. That is double synchronized for me. So if I want to go too crazy, I'm going to need to find Protocol for Queen's Guard. Okay, so they can kill Pelagos here. What? Didn't they target my guy? In jam session, not target enemies. Well, that's cringe. Might just be a whirlpool turn. This board's looking pretty big. Cannibalize is a great card to have. I think we just whirlpool this turn though. Minor upside, we get rid of their other mistake, which should make their one amalgam band less good. Thunderbringer. This is the card from the upcoming set. When it dies, they summon an elemental and a beast from their deck, which seems like an odd choice for a deck that plays Mistake and probably some other garbage. But my opponent probably kinda knows what they're doing at least. Okay, that's a one amalgam band that I don't have to deal with, so no complaints from me. Flesh Behemoth hits a useless Svalna, but it does get her out of the deck, and it's a 4/8 and a 6/6 in play. So not too bad. Wasn't too worried about attacking with my taunt minion. Okay, there's Valish, so I just need to find Queensguard, or preferably Creation Protocol into Queensguard. I don't think any of this stuff needs to be drowned. Identity Theft kind of fills up my hand. I think I'm just dumping a card here. Can definitely see Grave Digging being useful. Alright. I think Thaddeus is on the proper polarity next turn. That's fine. Very mediocre Flesh Behemoth in the first place. Oh, my guy got transformed, so this is not discounted. That's annoying. Well, I'll spend 3 mana on it. Where's my protocol? Where's my Queensguard?
With Carestia's blessing, I will find the truth.
Oh, this should be a fun little mystery to solve. Even I don't remember what was in my opening hand. And apparently neither does my opponent. Something in their hand's got to be getting pretty big. Hopefully it doesn't somehow have charge. Okay, well there's Queensguard. This is on even, so not the right turn for Thaddeus. I think this is the turn. Well, unfortunately, I only have 1 Queensguard to go with my Thaddeus, but it's still an 11/11 plus probably like a 22/22 or something, 22/23. I don't think Vision of Darkness can hit anything. Like, it can't find any power chord synchronized type effects that would be really good. Have to get this cannibalized out of the way because of the discount from the anomaly. Oh, that animation took way too long to be worth it. And then I did the same thing again, even though the last one I already said wasn't worth it, but that's okay. Oh, we're spamming, we're spamming. Luckily, I guess, the upside of not having too many Queen's Guards is there's not that much to do at the end of this turn. Alright, could have played a Thrive or something, but this is fine. Alright, strong board. Got my 24 power minion, a bunch of garbage, and then a Thaddeus and a Svalna. And I would not expect... I wouldn't expect them to have a great answer to this. They could have a big Hollow Hound, in which case my Svalna should be like over here. But I think my board looks reasonably strong. I'm actually a bit surprised that I killed that entire Zillag. Not that I think leaving up a couple of stalks would have mattered much. I just realized my opponent has 48 corpses. I don't think I've ever seen anything close to that. What a ridiculous number. Beautiful. It was a slog getting to that point, but once we did, the deck did what we wanted.
Tyrande versus Lunara.
The forest fights back. The moon give me strength.
Might need the Bone Lord against Druid. They are pretty fast. Very mediocre hand so far. Okay, Svalna's a great one. Okay. I mean, my hand is actually very good. Now that I picked up the Svalna and the Thaddeus. So if I play Bone Lord on 6, then on 7, Thaddeus will be even. So I can play Svalna, and then I can Thaddeus on 8. Alright, let's draw for more Queen's Guards. Thaddeus is odd here. So it'll be odd again on 8. Okay. And maybe next turn I Light It Burns my own Bone Lord and play Svalna along with it. Because I think there's a decent chance Druid won't kill it. Okay. So I get to play my Svalna for free. Love to see that.
The caress of death is not gentle.
I guess I can light it burns that 5/3. Or I could double Holy Nova it. Not really much value in doing that, I don't think. I guess I'll see what I can get off this. Maybe some card draw somehow. Identity Theft is probably more trouble than it's worth, but Grave Digging could be good. Oh, Grave Digging is active here. Oh, Queen's Guard. Okay. And yeah, I have 8 mana to spend on Queen's Guards next turn, which is fine.
Time goes short.
Okay. Pretty passive turn from the opponent. Spam click.
I cannot.
When the rope starts burning, I'll probably start going for the Holy Novas, because those are a little bit quicker than discovering every time. I guess technically maybe I should play the Holy Novas now, and then maybe I can discover something that's not Vision of Darkness to play.
I cannot.
One more.
I cannot. I cannot.
Alright, alright. Maybe could have got in one more APM there. But my board looks pretty good. I don't really know what Druid could do about this. Maybe they can make some taunts, but hopefully I could thrive into a Shard of the Naru. That seems desperate, but maybe if they are guaranteed to hit ENR... Oh, they can just hit Yogg. Sure. This shouldn't be guaranteed to clear. Okay, I'm still showing 47. But 2 health. Nice, nice. Man, if they had like another Rake or something, I could have been in trouble there.